So what we can have a look at now is if we then inspect the page, and we can have a look, and we've got the page source down here, and if we click here, and then we can inspect different elements of the page, right? So if we can have a look here, and we can see down here it says 0 search results for hello test, and this is held within h1 tags within this section of the HTML. What that means is that if we can then inject our own HTML, which, so for JavaScript, is held within script tags, so we can put any JavaScript in here. So let's just, for the purposes of this, just say alert1 and then script, right? So what we're doing here is we're saying, right, okay, so we've got this piece of user input that's been reflected, and we're now trying to hijack that piece of the HTML by putting our own HTML in, right? So if we then go search, we get an alert box which pops the 1. We say okay, and we get the lab solved. What we can have a look at here, we have a look at how this is executed. So if we have a look, we can see 0 search results for, and then it's got the opening of the parentheses, and then it's got our HTML, and you can see that in the dev tools it's properly rendered it. You can see that the script tags are blue with the alert JavaScript in the center is white. So what's happening is the browser is rendering this, and it's parsing it and going, right, okay, there's a script tag in here, and we're going to execute that in the context of the HTML, which executes the JavaScript and says alert1. We can do more malicious things, like I said, and we can say, right, well, we can say document.cookie. So this is a function within JavaScript which pulls the user's cookie out and then pops it into the alert box. Now, because we're not authenticated, it doesn't return a session cookie. But if this was vulnerable, if the web application was vulnerable to this and you were authenticated, you might get something like jsessionid equals with your session cookie.